Let me tell you about some of the culture shocks I've experienced as a South African visiting Nigeria for the first time. So I have been in Abuja for close to 2 weeks now. So some of these things are like things that I specifically experienced here. I've never been to Lagos. Apparently it's a whole different world out there. So the first thing, which is a nationwide standard, I guess, is that here they drive on the right-hand side and not on the left-hand side like in South Africa, meaning the driver's seat is on the left-hand side. I know this is nothing for most of you, but trust me, it does take some getting used to because do you know how embarrassing it is to walk to the driver's seat thinking you're walking to the passenger's seat, number one? And number two, I'm someone who has anxiety and who's so scared of being in an accident, so I always feel like we're driving on the oncoming. Another shock for me is that here I haven't seen any big corporate retail brands. Brands such as Zara, H&M, McDonald's. Apparently there's a KFC. I haven't seen it yet. And also apparently there is a ShopRite. And I think I remember seeing a Total Garage. It's interesting because Abuja is a city. It's the capital of Nigeria. And you would find these brands in like big cities across the world. But at the same time, it's interesting because that means here they're very big on local brands. They support local clothing, local food, everything local, which is great, honestly. Another thing is that EFTs here are a very big thing, like money transfers. Now, in South Africa, if you're going to a restaurant or a shop or wherever, you can only pay with cash or your card. They don't believe in transferring money because apparently people reverse payments. I don't know how true that is. Now, this is not everywhere in South Africa. In some places, they do allow you to transfer money. But here, it's like a standard. Like, you could see a vendor selling you bubble gum on the street and you could transfer the money to them. Like, it's nothing. I also think it's because banks in South Africa don't correspond that much with each other like the banks here. For example, if I use FNB and you use Standard Bank and you transfer money to me, if you don't select the immediate payment option, I will only get, or you will only get that money within 3 business days. Whereas here, it doesn't matter what bank you're transferring to, the money clicks immediately. So I think that's why it's such, like, it's normal. It's okay. I know this is random, but the girls here are not big on makeup. I don't know if it's the places I've been to, and I've been to quite a number of clubs and lounges. I've been to Moscow, I've been to Cage, I've been to Rhapsody. Like, the girls here are not big on makeup, and trust me, they look beautiful. Like, this is weird to me because I'm so used to girls wearing makeup everywhere they go. Like, one thing about South African girls, they will book a makeup artist just to go out for lunch. South African girls love their makeup, and you know what? And last but not least, the people here are so respectful. Like, people here don't say hi, hello. They say good evening. Like, if you're walking into a shop or a restaurant or wherever, they'll say good evening or good afternoon, you're welcome. Like, that's how they say it. They like, good evening, you're welcome. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, auntie. Good morning, auntie, you are welcome. Like, that is so respectful. I love that. Anyways, so that's it from me. By the way, I am looking for pixie curls in Abuja. I've been searching for hair vendors and people who sell wigs. I haven't been lucky. So if you know where I can get like good quality pixie curls, preferably 24-inch full frontal, please comment below. I need them ASAP because I'm traveling soon. Thank you.
Here are some of the biggest culture shocks I've had since moving to the US for uni. The first thing I'll say is saying sorry. You're in Nigeria, something bad happens to you, let's say you fall down. It's just common courtesy that you say sorry, not because you did anything wrong, but simply because you feel bad that something bad happened to somebody around you. But in the US, it's like, regardless of whatever it is, like, I've never heard someone tell another person sorry, like when they didn't do anything wrong. They're like, oh, that's too bad, that sucks, but they'll never say, oh, sorry. Something else is like you say thank you. So when you say thank you, notice that like most people will say you're good back instead of like you're welcome. And at first that really confused me. I'm like, I thought that was really rude initially until I understood it's like good, it's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. So still basically you're welcome, just in a different way. Something else that I've noticed in the US that like I've never really noticed anywhere else is tipping culture. Tipping culture in the US is so much more in your face, and here in Nigeria, like in the US, it seems like you have to actually tip. And I understand why, because for most people, the wages they pay, they are being paid aren't enough to help them sustain their lives. So if you don't tip, you're seen as rude, impolite. Also, inviting people out, that is something that got to me, that confused the heck out of me. So back here in Nigeria, let's say you're having a birthday dinner. The assumption is that all the people you're inviting are not going to pay. You're going to be the one to cover all the costs because you're the one who invited other people out. But in the US, it's like if I invite you out for dinner, the expectation isn't that I'm going to pay, but that we're going to split the bill. Just something that shocks me so much. To them, it's more like, I want to share a meal with you, but I'm not able to cover both costs, which I guess makes sense, but it's still something I'm getting used to. Like, if you invite me out, I see no reason why I should pay. So I guess that's just something that I found really interesting. Lastly, I'll just talk about how strangers approach people. So maybe it's not everywhere in the US, but people are very conversational. People can just see you on the street and just like start making small talk out of nowhere in Nigeria. Like, nobody's just going to see you in the shop and then come up to you and make conversation. But there it's like almost as if there's like this discomfort with silence, which I think is a bit weird, and it's something that took me a while to get used to. I think I've come to understand it's just a culture. Yeah, that is all I have for today. Let me know which ones you guys relate to, and let me know like what other culture shocks you guys have had, like regardless of where you are. I want to know. And yeah,
in my 2 years of being in this UK, there is one cultural shock that I never want to even accept. I'm not going to accept it. The fact that you would invite me to your own birthday party. You are doing your birthday. You are the one that is born on that day. You are the one that said that you want to do party. And then I come to your birthday party or maybe your birthday dinner, whatever, and I have to pay for my food. Why? Then I have to get you a gift. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because in Nigeria, if you go to somebody's birthday party, they will buy the food for everybody, and then you bring your gift and wish them happy birthday. So why do I have to come to your party? Why do we have to go to dinner, your own birthday dinner, and then me, I have to bring money out of my pocket to eat in your party and then still buy you gifts? I need to ask this question because it's becoming very, I don't know, it's very annoying. Is it that I'm hungry? Do you think I don't have food in my house? So why do you think I want to go to a restaurant all in the name of, oh, my friend is doing birthday party, and then I have to be the one to pay for the food? Why does it? Why you UKrians, please, you people should make it make sense. All the UKrians that are watching this video, comment in the comment section and make it make sense. Why am I doing that? Why is it a thing? Why can't you plan that you want to do your party and then you're going to pay for my food or everybody's food? Why do we have to be the ones to feed ourselves in your own party? Make it make sense, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I think that's one of the major culture shocks that I still haven't been able to accept in this UK.
So hi guys, we're going to tell the difference of studying or living in the Philippines versus living in Nigeria. Let's go. So the first question is, if you're being stubborn in school here, what will they say to you?
They'll say, the Filipino teacher will be like, shh, keep quiet guys, keep quiet.
But in Nigeria,
They'll say, hold your mouth. If I hear hey, I will slap you.
and they'll slap you from the back. The way they'll slap you from the back, your senses will come.
In the Philippines, oh my God.
But in Nigeria, huh? Hey.
Now, wow, Jesus. God forbid bad thing. God forbid bad thing.
Hey, I reject it in the name of Jesus. And if someone is mad, like in the road, yeah, they'll say, ay, tang ina neto. In Nigeria, they do waka. Waka jack.
A big joke.
Those are the few things that we remember. Since we grew up in Nigeria, so if you guys have anything that you want to tell us, differences of living in the
Oh yeah, let's go now. Let's go.
Yeah, so
Keep watching.
stay tuned.
Hey kings and all my queens. So if you follow me, you know that I'm American and I live in Nigeria also. And I wanted to do part 2 about differences between America and Nigeria and things that I noticed as an American. Number 1. So we went to this tea house in Nigeria and I thought I was squeezing a lime in my food. It tastes like a lime. Looks like a lime. It was green. And they were like, no, that's a lemon. So I was like, green lemons? They have green lemons, what we call limes in America. 2, literally, there are markets outside your gate. Like you can walk out your compound and there's a store right there attached to your wall. And you can literally get milk, water, juice, rice, to make your jollof. Hey. Number 3, and this is for my fashionable girls, because when I first went to Nigeria, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this camo. You cannot wear army fatigue, camo, none of that in the pink color and the green color. No army looking type of clothes. You would get flogged or.
And number 4, and I don't know if I've ever done this to offend any Nigerian, but they consider your left hand as unclean. So you can't pay anything with your left hand. You can't shake anybody's hand with your left hand, or, you know, you can't like use your left hand to like grab anything. I wonder if I ever use my left hand. And number 5, this one I wanted to do last because I thought it was like super, super cool. So there are over 370 tribes in Nigeria, and most of them have their own language. That's like so crazy to me, like to be right next door to another village and they speak a totally different language. Like, for example, the Igbo, they speak Igbo. The Yoruba, they speak Yoruba. You get it? So I thought that was like super cool and dope. And as a Igbo wife, I just want to say dalu for watching my video. Make sure you hit that follow button and follow me. What are you doing? Why are you just watching? Follow, comment, like, ask questions. I'm here.